Elsie Kerns here, and I want to give you a couple of very easy, practical tips for calming that fight or flight. So when we go into fight or flight, we also build up a certain level of frustration and upsetment, even anger. Let's work with releasing that first. In order to do that, I want your knees soft for your back. And I want you to imagine that you're gathering all of your frustration coming from the back, coming up, bringing your palms up, bringing all of that frustration into a nice tight fist up over your head and blow it out. Again, gathering all that frustration, anger, whatever is there, and up above your head, coming down, blow it out. Again, nice tight fist, gathering all of that frustration up above the head, come down, blow it out, open your palms, let it go. You can do that as many times as you want, and you're using sound. So we're bringing all that frustration up and blowing it out. So one of the things that does is release a buildup of energy, because that fight or flight is absolutely too much energy. The next thing that we can think about is an easy way, calm and restore, calm down that fight or flight and restore some calm. To do that, we're going to take our palms, we're going to start right at the temples. We're going to run over the ears and just pull that tension off the neck and the shoulders. Again, come to the temples, nice, strong, smooth, all the way around the ears. Pull off the neck, release that tension, pull off the shoulders. Coming back again to the temples, riding over the ears, pulling off the neck, releasing tension from the neck, pull off the shoulders, come down and land on the heart, one hand over the other. That fight or flight mechanism, remember, saved humanity, and now, unfortunately, it's killing us because it's going off all the time. The fight or flight has such power because it can save us. It's a yang, masculine energy. However, the heart is a yin, feminine energy. The fight or flight is the king or the emperor of all of your energies because he can save you. But the queen, the heart, she is the empress. And she can calm that fight or flight. She can help that fight or flight know that you're safe and you're okay. When you do this exercise, you can even use an affirmation and say, I am safe. I am calm. The third easy, practical tip is referred to as the front and back hold. And you're going to place one hand on the forehead, the other hand directly behind your head. You'll notice that this is going to be really easy to do if you're lying down. Your arms will then be supported by the pillow. So you have one hand on the forehead and one hand on the back of the head. Now, one of the reasons that this is so helpful is because when that fight or flight goes off, all the blood drains out of the forebrain, and it helps you get ready to take flight or to fight. So by bringing our palm up over the forehead, the first thing we're doing is bringing blood back to the brain so we can think, what do we need to do? When we use this front and back hold, it's a wonderful way to just release pent up stress, tension, and you'll begin to feel it just draining out of you. You can bring to mind something that is stressful for you and just hold the front and back of the head and let the body's natural healing ability release it for you. You can also do this with someone else sitting in a chair. Very easy. One hand on the front of their forehead, the other hand on the back. And you could stay there with them for at least 10 to 15 minutes. They will literally feel the stress, anxiety, everything just completely melt out of them. So once again, these are just 3 easy practical tips. You can use them in combination with one another, or you can take just one when you need it. So we have that great blowout to release frustration. Knees are soft for the back. Our palms going back of us. Imagine we're gathering our frustration, putting it all into a nice tight fist up over our head and releasing with sound. Shh. We have that easy calm and restore where we start at the temples and we just bring a nice calming stroke over the ears, around the ears to the end, pulling off the neck, releasing tension, and also going up to the shoulders and just releasing that tension as many times as we need to, and ending by landing on the heart, letting that great Empress remind that fight or flight that we're safe. And finally, that front and back hold. Again, if we're lying down, our arms will be easily supported by pillows. And we can do this at night before we go to sleep or at any time. We could also use this with someone else that is struggling with stress and anxiety. And just holding that position for 5, 10, or 15 minutes will release the stress that they have. They usually feel very calm afterwards and generally very grounded. So when we talk about anxiety, as I mentioned in my article, I just wanted to give you a couple of easy and simple tips that are practical, fast, and efficient. So let me know how working with a couple of these exercises helps your anxiety. I have found them fantastic. This is Elsie Kerns. You can get more information at my website, wellnesswithelsie.com. Thanks for joining me.